Your buddy Rokov is aboard the Key. Told me everything.
Yeah, he won't shut up about you. Keeps going on and on. Yeah, that'd be a first.
All right, neighbor, you've made your point. Well, since you're vouching for Rokov, I guess. All right. Now that is out of the way, we can move on to the matter at hand. Speaking of which, let me see that data you copied from the Galbank archives. Ah, so the Galbank transport went down over Bannock 4. Bannock. Why does that sound familiar? Neva?
Yeah, keep your panties on. I'm looking it up. And I got it. Damn it. Bannock 4 is an EM-class gas giant. We can't even get a ship near the thing without frying every circuit aboard.
EM class? Impossible. There isn't a ship in operation that can navigate that type of interference.
Yeah, sure. We'll just wrap your ship in a ton of copper and launch you right in there. That ought to do the trick.
Both of you shut up and think for a second. I'm sure Creeks hit the same roadblock. All we need to do is figure out how.
This sounds like a goddamn waste of...
No, this all makes... The data says the transport went down over Bannock 4, carrying currency during the Narian War. There were ships fighting across the entire galaxy back then. It's not that hard to believe these. That's the spirit, Rook. That is... Neighbor, the Galbank data says the transport had a CBR-27 transponder. Can we track that kind of thing?
That transponder is military grade. We're talking ultra-bit encryption, constantly reshuffling frequencies. We don't have shit like that laying around. But before you get that pissy look on your face, I heard that the UC's been working on a ship signal decryption system called the Com. We grab that little beauty, and we'll be able to...
All right, here is the plans. Rook, I want you and Neva to put your heads together and get us that comm spike. I don't care if it's mounted at the top of mast. In the meantime, I'm going to find out more about this EM-class gas giant problem. And I think I know just...
Give me a little time to crunch the numbers on the comm spike with Jazz, and I'll point us... best we can.
All right, that is enough. We are in arm's reach of Crix's legacy, and I don't have time. Now, both of you, get the hell out.
All right.
Well, hello, sunshine.
Thanks for making me look good. I would have had to kill you otherwise.
We may not have official security on the Key.
The fleet's the only family you need. Those crabs ain't gonna steal themselves.
Here to upgrade that ship of yours?
All right, let's get right to it. Did you get the Earth Savior Award? Well, look at that. You followed my directions, and now you're gonna end up with... Of course, it would have been more money if you hadn't blabbed about the damn thing to roll call. Anyway, here's your cash. All right, Fleet? We've all got work to do.
Ship services? You need it, I've got it.
2000? Серьезно? Эта херня 60 коштовала, 1000 сколько.
dock. Perfect. Didn't even smudge.
Pardon.
Heard you made off with
So I heard there was a bit of excitement on the Siren of the Stars.
damn pirates who'll have you steal anything.
Yes, and I heard there were no...
Except for the eclectic hit squad that you took down at the archives. We've taken care of that.
Speaking of which, I assume you copied the information from the Galbanks. Let me see what you got. So the Legacy went down at Bannock 4.
Bannock 4 is an EM-class gas giant, sir. There isn't a ship in the fleet that could safely get near that type of... It sounds like you admire... He's kept ahead of us by murdering our past informants, so... If you admire someone like that, maybe we pick...
That's enough, Lieutenant. Even if Delgado has an immediate solution to the EM problem, there's still the matter of tracing the Legacy structure. They have information about the comspike?
I'm afraid I'm not familiar with that device.
No, you shouldn't be familiar with it. It's a highly classified project. It's an advanced signal decryption and tracking device that the UC Navy's been working on for years. How the hell did the Crimson Fleet find out about it?
There must be an information leak somewhere, sir. It's the only thing that makes sense. I'll see what I can find.
Fine. This is what we're going. You keep playing along and go after the comspike. Lieutenant Toft and I will see what we can find out. Perfect. Just stick with the plan and we'll see who gets to Crix's legacy.
I've visited worlds with temperatures this low before, and it's never been a pleasant experience. Something you might be interested in.
I have things for you.
Release it. Ship from dock. Done. Now free to move among the stars. Our tiny tin can of fragile humans has survived being hurled through space once more. Time to cycle the airlock and move.
Something for you when you have a moment.
Asking Jazz about any ship on board.
As long as you put the fleet first.
All right, Jazz. What do you got?
According to the latest, the comspike is being developed at UC Star Station SY-920. Location undisclosed.
Fantastic. So how do we disclose it?
We could lean on your smuggling contact. Call in that favor. You know who I mean.
Our friend on Jimson. Nice one, Jazz. I'll make the arrangements. All right, Rook. Your connection is Juan Dayu. She's got most of the premium UC smuggling routes locked down tight. If you don't piss her off, She should be able to sneak you past S.
Just remember to count your fingers after you shake hands with her.
Don't worry. We know how to deal with.
You're in the fleet. You should all... As far as Juan goes, even though she's one of our newer contacts, you shouldn't have any problems. I sure hope so. She might be our only... Once Juan gets you past the guard dogs, it's gonna be on you. According to the data we have, it's in the prototype phase, meaning there should only be a single device aboard.
Basically, you break it, you bought it.
You'd better. Oh, and what? SY-920 is a UC military installation. That means it's guarded by heavily armed troops. And we both know those idiots. If you intend to turn the place into a shooting gallery, you might want to be sure you're hauling an arsenal, because you're gonna need it. Perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna rate. In the meantime, I'll make sure Jazz comes up with a solution to the electromagnetic atmosphere problem.
Okay, you'll make sure. More like, get drunk while Jazz does all the hard work. Typical.
Privileges of rank, my darling. And you, get the hell out of here. And don't come back without that Stay sharp, Rook.
Mind if we stop by the waterfall on this trip? I could use a few moments to unwind.
Начались, ну що, після обід пізно принесли, потім повтобі почали вирізати.
Так ви спускалися в бомбосховище чи ні?
На диму ні, на диму. Але ми ходили зранку, що в'юз, там, може, прощет, треба було нам подарки один одного. до 300 гривен. Девочки подарок. Ви так прийшли, туда, ну так, ну ніхто не знає, хто дарує. Тільки знаєш, кому ти так, і все. Сейчас не переживай. Ви у чоловіка карбуєте в день?
Так, я давав, воно кісточки.
Картошечка еще прикольная.
Telling you, Bianchi, something's wrong with the boots you sold me. I wear them to the metro. Suddenly, the shuttle runs late. I buy a cup of coffee, and the barista screws up my order. It's like I'm walking under ladders with a broken mirror in my pocket. And the only time it happens is when I'm wearing your boots.
So, what do you want me to do about it?
I want a damn refund.
Fine, fine. I'll take the boots back. Just don't tell anyone you bought them from here. Ugh, again with these boots. I got contacts all over. Stockman. Ugh, right. The boots. I hate to admit, she's the third customer to return the pair. All for the same reason. The boots might really be good. It doesn't matter if you believe it. Somebody might, and that's bad for business. Hey, you're a pilot, right? Maybe you can... I've heard of a UC station at the far end of the galaxy called the Den. You go there and stash these boots in a crate, and I'll give you credit. Finally, someone to give these blasted boots the boot, if you pardon. Here, I'll have your credits for you.
It's good for them to get
I think I got them. What do you call them?
My parents always thought it was
Always nice. Do you know why this place has
Everyone's
stood for
welcome,
long?
so long as you keep
I
your
make
hands.
sure everyone's comfy. I tell it like it is, and I don't take any shit.
We're doing the best we can here. That's all we can ever do. We're no Reliant Medical down here, but if you...
At the call, someone's power kept going out. Know what it was?
I take it your neighbor's new recruit?
The higher-ups would definitely be pleased to hear that.
I'm just happy that...
Careful, the walls have ear. SY920 is one of my regular stops, so I already have the necessary. Neva says you're after a piece of UC tech. So to get it, we're going to need to get you on board. I can do that, but I have... Good. If I can be candid, for this job to work, we'll have to do this my way. We take my ship, and you're a member of my crew. But make no mistake, once you board, the risk is entirely yours. This route is highly lucrative, and sacrificing it is not an...
There's more at stake than just your route. We're determined to get on that station, with or without your help.
I realize this is important to Delgado. I also know he would just as soon kill me to get what he's after. I'm simply setting boundaries to help protect my interests, while still serving Delgado's. In any case, when you're ready, meet me at my ship. It's the Jade Swan. And make sure you're prepared for the long haul. Once you're on board SY920, you can't come and go as you please. We'll talk more on the ship.
picked up something you might be interested in. Crew accounted for. We're ready to depart.
Yes, what?
Hey.
All right, a few things to note. When we get to the checkpoint, UC military will be hailing us. Let me do the talking. Pretend you're a piece of cargo if you have to. Of course, I don't...
Rest assured, Delgado...
Well, that might say more about the rest of his goons than it does you, but... Point taken. Now, like I said before, once we take off, there's no turning back until this job is done. If you need to take care of anything before we leave, do it. If you want to ask me any other questions, go for it. All right, then get comfortable. We leave for SY-920 immediately.
All crew prepare for takeoff. Routing power to engine and grav drive. All systems go.
We'll grav jump the SY-920 from here. Don't worry about your personal ship. The fleet will make sure it's secure. You can take this time to prepare. Just try not to bother my pilot while they're flying.
Don't worry, Captain. I've spent half my life walking and chewing gum at the same time. I can handle a little banter.
Sounds like you're putting in a request for double duty.
Captain, I retract my earlier statement. For the record, I don't even like gum.
Noted. Just get us there safe.
Roger that.
You've entered secure UC military space. Identify yourself or you will be considered hostile.
This is Captain Huan Daiyu, cargo class ship ID UC-7938, requesting permission to dock.
Identity confirmed. Prepare your ship for scanning. You're cleared to dock at docking bay 2.
Looks like we're clear. We'll talk more once we're docked. Okay, we're in. First things first. The station? To get past them, you'll need a military uniform. And to get a uniform, there should be a way through the vents. You can get to them via the maintenance. There's an intercom there as well. Once you get a uniform, it should be fairly easy to find an elevator to the command. But If at any point you're... I would hope not. But if they do... Either way, for now, get on that station and find that...
You with the Jade Swan? Loading and unloading only. Stay clear of the military barracks.
Hold up. This area is for S. Rules are rules. Can't let you in unless... Nobody told me. Figures, the way the chain of command's been shuffled so much. I suppose if you're quick. It's classified too, I bet. Sometimes I feel like I can't even tell someone my own name without declassifying it for... All right, fine. You're good. Just...
Understood, Willow.
Word is Commander Woods might be coming.
Hey, author... Only designated SY-920 UC...
It's tough not seeing the My ego is another story.
There's sensitive equipment out here. If it were up to me, the commander would have to monitor something less important. Like...
State your business. Logging ensign level clearance. Your friend there have the same clearance?
Our commanding officer sent us both, so...
Then you're both good to go.
If something's on your mind, you can tell me.
You know when you're ready to launch.
This is Captain Huan Daiyu. Good. And no alarms or warnings on the comm. If you found a uniform, be sure to put it on. They'll provide... Don't know what you're after, but I'm guessing there'll be another this far down. You might need a clearance.
Plenty of options, to be sure. We just need to choose.
If you know yourself, you'll know the best. If the two of you plan on using a disguise, try the security office. Otherwise, there's always a way around. Going dark for now. We'll talk again once...
Not yet. Gotta get clearance on security. Need your clearance code, Marine. I'll say. You might want to track down your commanding officer and have him clarify your post. Need your clearance code, Marine. All right, Ensign, let's hear. You're clear, Ensign Akasaka. I assume the two of you are together?
We're from the same unit.
Then you're both clear.
The two of us make quite the pair, eh?
Commander Natara, test flights for the latest prototypes are ready to go.
I don't recognize your face, Ensign. Are you new? Assigned to this level, Ensign, you need to leave. If you don't belong here, you need to get back to your post, Ensign.
How are the tests for the comms pipe? Dr. Weber was putting on a request for more personnel. Seems there was an accident. It's always something. Not to change the subject, but we concerned about the budget.
Time to get this ship moving.
ՅΗ here. Goggles almost unloaded. We'll be departing soon. You are, and I've delivered you just as Delgado asked. That being said, I can stay in orbit for a short while. I'll need to send word to Delgado anyway, if you don't get off that station. But it looks like you'll need to find your own way off the ship. That doesn't mean you're trapped. On a station this big, there are bound to be other vessels you can... As a member of the Crimson Fleet, I trust you can handle. First lesson in being a rookie. You share the loot, but not the risk. Good luck. If you make it out alive, next time you're at the Nova...
Intercepting transponder data in the Alpha system might be promising. Wait, who are you? Why are you in here? Did you not see the comm spike? But I can't just hand it to you. It's attached to a prototype. We're still in the testing phase, running decryptions across a variety of signal types. But the result, it can even interpolate signal data lost in the retrieval. It really is a one. Yes, it's not quite cracking the Enigma code, but it will give us we'll be able to infer everything from battle plans to me. Not that we'd care about that sort of thing. And yes, there are certain kinks to be worked out, missing parts and the occasional traumatic injury here and there, but it's all part. Oh, it's ready. We're long past the inference stage. Statistical models can only go... And now that we've corrected the prior mishaps, it's time for real flesh and blood pilots to stress the kind unafraid to make the necessary sacrifice. In short, I've requested a full squadron of these brave and fearless Marines to be transferred. They'll give the prototype a final run, and provided there are minimal casualties, we can present our findings. Splendid. That was... Normally my requests aren't given this much attention. Classified? Commander Natara has... We are in need of more tests to reach Beta. All right, you've convinced me. You'll need a uniform and a terminal password to authorize a flight. The uniform you can get in the locker room area. You'll find the prototype ship at Docking Bay 8. And of course, that's...
I've heard the team's looking for more test pilots.
Yes, if you have experience flying, you should talk to Dr. Vogel.
I don't know. I've flown a discovery class.
What?
Test pilots only beyond this. Not on my watch. Outside of Dr. Vogel, the only person to authorize additional... Reporting for duty, pilot? Access granted. Be sure to head to the control center and schedule the flight.
Things were different under Commander.
Off right away, or do you need a little bit of time?
Prototype ship, you are cleared for takeoff. We'll begin the test on your departure.
Recording test flight data. Please adhere to the scheduled flight plan and let us know if you have any issues.
Hey, you might want this. Grab jump spinning down. Just look at those skies. And we're docking.
Things for you.
Well, well, well. Welcome back, Rook.
That last shot didn't pan out. I need something bigger. Is Mina seeing anyone right now?
Nice to know Neva was right about you. It's good to have a promising rookie with... Don't we all? But anyway, I believe I owe you a drink. It's the last time I'm paying, of course. Because if Delgado's right about Crix's legacy, you've earned more than your fair share already with that comms. Sounds like you're on board as a I have to admit, the way things are going...
Discovering Crix's legacy would solve one of the settled system's great mysteries.
Anyway, I've kept you long enough. Now that you've had your drink, and my debt is paid, it's time for you to...
Yeah.
Visiting with the Crimson Fleet, eh? Always a pleasure.
Jasmine tells me that you not only brought us the Comspike, but an entire... I'm impressed, Rook.
Should have taken the compliment, Rook. Juan gave us the full rundown of your little smash. She gave you some really high praise.
And from what I hear, receiving praise from Juan Dayu is quite an accomplishment. All in all, now, on to the business. Jasmine, are you there?
Yep, I'm here, boss. What's up?
How's it going?
I already have 2 of my crew tearing the ship apart from one end. 2 Comspike shouldn't be too tough to extract. I'm looking forward to seeing what those UC techs have been up to.
Keep me posted. All right. That leaves our electromagnetic atmosphere problem. And I think there's a corporation in the city of Neon called Generdyne. They're responsible for the massive conduction grid that powers the city. We get our hands on their electrical absorption tech, and Jasmine swears she can tame it to handle Bannock 4.
You damn right she can. My girl can piece together a jump engine with her eyes shut. Literally, I've seen her do it. Lost good money on that bet.
All right, let's not get carried. Now, why don't you give us the info on her?
You get to meet up with the lovely Estelle. She's had her deft little fingers on the pulse of Neon for some time now. Whatever info you need.
Estelle is one of the most reliable captains we have in the... If I want something done, there's none of the typical bullshit. It gets done, and afterward, we all split the cash. No. There is no getting along here. You are going to do everything she asks. Follow her. She is valuable to the fleet. You piss her off and we lose her as a contact, you're going to be in.
Understood.
Never mind her good side. You'd be better off appealing to her bank account.
Estelle will be waiting at Madam. I'd say don't keep her waiting. But chances are she won't mind, girl.
And keep your eyes on the prize. Neon's one big distraction for people like us. We are one step away from Crix's leg.
I have something for you. pressure, seals, ship integrity.
Howdy.
Sys-Def Marines are the best of the best.
Remember to
It seems you had quite the eventful mission on your hands. You still have the Crimson Fleet's trust, and you were able to spare lives. But you did so with an abundance of stealth and restraint.
Starting a firefight on SY-920 would have been an inappropriate course of action.
Excuse me, sir. I hate to interrupt, but there's still the...
Yes, of course, Lieutenant. Time is short, and we should get... Please give me your report. Then it's just a matter of time before she reverse engineers it. So what does Delgado have you doing next? Has it... The conduction?
That's... brilliant. But is it actually possible? It's 80-year-old tech. Sorry, sir. The conduction grid is how Neon generates its power. It essentially absorbs lightning strikes and converts it to usable energy. It would take a hell of an engineer to modify the technology to handle Bannock 4's EM field. An engineer, like Jasmine Durand.
That's the case. Inform our contacts on Neon that our operative will be touching down there in the near future.
Absolutely, sir.
And before you depart, I wanted you to know that your efforts are helping us gain interest among my superiors. They're finally beginning to believe that we can take down the Crimson Fleet and make amends for the UC's... It's long overdue. All right. I suppose that's all for now. I'll be looking forward to your next report.
Yeah, a lot of us have.
How's the pirating business?
I picked up something you might be interested in.
Ship's clear.
I have things for you.
You looking to get zoned? Yeah? Well, if I had a credit for every time I heard that line, I wouldn't be stuck working in... So, I'm guessing you're the rook that Delgado sent. Turn around, fly back to the key, and tell the big boss that I'm in no mood to screw around. We'll make this deal when he starts... Are you serious? You're just gonna completely... I spent the last 3 months setting up this job, burned 2 contacts and a hell of a lot of credit. The whole time, I'm also keeping Bayou off our backs. That idiot even catches a whiff of money and he latches onto you like a...
The few times I've dealt with Benjamin Bayou in the past have been rather
That's the way it's gonna be, huh? I don't have a ton of time to stand here and screw around, so I'm gonna make this... You want the conduction grid tech?
then you're gonna have to download it from the power core of Generdyne's facility in the under. Love the confidence. But before you pull the ripcord, I'm afraid I need to add a bit of a wrinkle. While you're inside Generdyne, I need you to plant a virus into there. It's a simple side job that'll earn you some credits. I think. Well, well, look at you. Generdyne has all sorts of tasty, valuable snacks in their databanks. And I will... Here, take this microdrive and access the computer in Brayson Bayou's office. It'll do the rest on it. It might be wireless, but you aren't going to be able to use it from here. Generdyne's got their place locked down tight. But, as usual, I recommend you start with Ayumi Komiko, an upper-level exec at Generdyne. Get your hands on her security pass, and... Ryujin Cloud doesn't mean shit at Generdyne.
Whoa.
So you're gonna have to deal with Komiko and potentially her boyfriend. Anyway, you can find Komiko at Euphorica. Talk to the owner of the place, Micah. She'll point you in the right direction. As for dealing with Komiko herself, she's got an office in the trade tower if you're looking. The rest is up to you, Rook. When you're done, come meet me at the VIP booth in the Astral Lounge. Just grab that tech and plant the virus. Should be a cinch.
Aren't you the one I saw running away?
When you have a moment.
I'll be happy to answer any question, as long as it doesn't... Whoa. Okay, that's crossing the... Not happening. Hold on. Huh. Sorry, but... Look, I don't know why you're pushing me. We're done talking about that. She's my boss. She might be a bit tough on all of us, but being responsible for Neon's power grid... I've only been working here for a few... Well, the big boss is our CEO, Mr. Harada. Sure. Hope to see you again soon.
Don't you have something better to do?
Tap something you might be interested in.
Vibe of this place.
If you're planning on using Aurora, you people should leave her alone. Yeah, sure. You debt collectors are low-life act. Now get out of my club before I get really pissed off and have you...
No, really?
The Crimson Fleet. Sorry, Ayumi owes a lot of money around town. I'm trying to help her out. But if you want to talk to her, you can find... You already have access. You're always welcome here.
Yeah. What do you want? You must be zoned out of your mind, because there's no way anyone sober would say something like that. The Crimson Fleet, huh? So tell me, what does Delgado need? So, let me get this straight. You want me to sneak you into Genodyne so you can steal the only profitable piece of technology the company's come up with in decades. If you expect me to take a risk like that, then it's... Do you have any idea what Benjamin Bayou would do to me if he found out we were even having this conversation? If I'm going to let you into Genodyne, I need a backup plan. Namely... Yes, you do. Short of taking it off my dead body, which would never happen thanks to my Syoga buddies here. You don't pay, You've got yourself a deal. Here. Take this pass. It should get you I'm warning you, though. Once you're inside, you're Good luck.
Those chimeras really pack a punch.
Too bad I can't speak.
Be a lot of valuable tech disappearing from Genodyne to justify all the scrutiny of their own employees.
Give me some cover!
I'm out of here! This isn't
want the encryption cipher, you're welcome to it. No? Okay. I'm not trying to trick you. You want this? At this point, I'd do anything to get back at my brother. He deserves everything he's got coming to him. I think you could safely say that most of Neon... You know, I've spent my entire life living in Ben's ship. Everything always works out for him, while I've been bouncing from one job to the next, barely keeping him. All the while, he laughs at me behind my back. Thinks it's hilarious to make fun of his stupid brother. Like I wouldn't eventually find out.
Tyrants like your brother eventually fall. It's inevitable.
Yeah.
Indeed. The only real harm you can do to Benjamin Bayou...
You know what? I am sick to death of being pushed around. The passcode for my terminal is GEN-41A1. I'm getting out of here while I still can. After you're done... Thanks again for the talk. It really helped.
Thought you could hide. I'm up. Here.
Ah, there you are. What kept you? It's obvious you're here to meet someone. Fortunately, I assume that same someone provided you with that clever little virus you installed. All too well. You know, I should give credit where it's due. That virus is quite impressive. It will cost me tens of thousands of credits to That's the last time I'll ever take the Crimson Fleet's capabilities for granted. Probably. But do you want to know why that's... It's because I don't negotiate with pirates. They don't understand commitments or contracts. How to get the deal... No. For your kind, it's only brute force and violence. Shoot first, take whatever you want, and ask questions later. It may seem that way, but for every rival I've had thrown into the ocean, I've made 2 times as many legitimate Look, I'm not here to debate. All you have to do is tell me who's profiting from the virus you've uploaded. In return... You don't have to worry about that. You point me to our little mole, and I'll do the rest. You don't even have to get your... Really? That's the story. There's a body that Neon Security is going to be discovering very soon. One with concrete... I'd say you have about 1 hour. So, I assume... Oh, when you get back to the key, be certain to give Neva and Delgado my...
I have something for you when you have a moment.
You know, I went to chef school.
careful around here.
You're out there a lot, right? Space?
Everyone knows this is Neon.
Hello. Love your fit. It may not work for some, but
Glad you're back. Sorry about the whole Benjamin Bayou thing at the Astro Lounge, but I didn't have much. Can you believe the nerve of that smug son of a bitch? You're not the least bit concerned that he found the virus and figured out where we were meeting that quickly. Must be nice to be... Yeah, I'm pretty much dead in the water at this point. Since Bayou flagged the virus, I can't risk accessing the system now. All that work I did trying to crack now I'm in a bit of a bind. The prep work for this job put... That's pretty cool of you to offer, but I know what he's gonna...
Sorry, Estelle. This was your scheme. You're on your own.
Believe me, he's not gonna be much... Look, I was hoping you'd pick up on what I was trying to ask. What the hell with it? Can you cut me in for a little bit of cash you're making on this job? I mean, I did get you inside and practically...
She's right, you know. Without...
I appreciate that. I really do. How much, Wow, that's way more than I expected.
I had no idea either, but we do
All right, I guess we're done here. Tell Delgado if he ever needs me for an... And hey, you won't be hearing rook from me anymore. As far as I'm concerned, you're one of us. If anyone tries to tell you otherwise, you send them to talk. Put in a good word to Delgado.
Мальчик,
Ну, я якраз падаю на роботу. Прям.
Ти якраз що?
Спати і на роботу.
Спати. Так в голодну катку, а потім спати.
А-а.